Hey game fans, we're back with another unboxing video of Wild West Exodus. Today we're going to take a look at the Wayward 8 Posse Set for Wild West Exodus. Now this is an Outlaws themed posse with a distinct feel if you have ever watched the show Firefly. Let's crack open the package and see what we've got. Actually, let's take a look at the folks on the back so that we know what we're getting into. So, first we have Marcus Wayward, who is the boss of the posse. Then we have Hicks Kincaid, we have Sierra Icarus, we have Flowering River, we have Sun Totem, we have K Free, we have Zerelda Kincaid, and then we have Jake Mattia over here. Now these models are plastic, so they're going to come on sprues like some of the other models we've seen for this game. And they should be relatively easy to put together once we get the package cracked open. Again, if I were smart, I'd have a tool here to do this, but as we've seen in other videos, I am obviously not that smart. A little bit of brute force, we get the box open. So, as we routinely comment, I do love the faux cigar box finish of these. Feels old-timey and vintage. We've got our old friend, the Viridian Infiltrator, on the front. We've got all of our deets for contacting our good friends at Wild West Exodus on the back. We'll put up a picture of this on the when we actually put the article for this together. So stay tuned for in a couple weeks to see what this looks like. Let's get on to the sprues. First things first, we got bases. We have 6 regular sized bases and 1 big base. I'm going to guess that the big base is for Jake with his oversized cannons. Then we've got our sprues. Now this, if you've worked with plastics from GW or any of the other companies that do plastic minis, this is a fairly well designed sprue. One of the things that I enjoy about Wild West Exodus minis is that they are tagged with what model they go to. For example, this is a piece for F1, which means that the piece for the rest of the pieces that are categorized as Fs all correspond to this miniature, which I believe is Flowering River, I think is what her name is. But you can see how the pieces go together fairly easily. You can see the ease of the joins. You can see the detail on the sculpt, and altogether this is a pretty cool looking box of stuff. I don't have any obvious malformations in the inside the stuff. Everything looks like it's where it's supposed to be. There's the back. Everybody. And then let's take a look at the cards for them. Okay, so here's the Wayward 8 theme posse itself. Now, the way you would build this posse is you would put Marcus Wayward in as your boss, and then you slot in folks into the other 7 models into the rest of the slot. So if you wanted to, what you could do is you could grab. You can do the first 3 bullets are any Wayward 8 unit. So you grab 3 of the other characters, and then you can grab, in slots 4 and 5, you can grab 2 more characters, which would give you all 8 members of the posse, and then in slot 6, you can grab an Ironhide for them if you didn't put them in any place else. If you don't want to grab the Ironhide for transport, you can just slot them out to get their posse bonus, which is amazing because it lets you reroll critical failures, which is something that is ordinarily impossible to do. Critical failure is something that just is done. And then here's the generic Outlaw Posse faction. Here's Marcus Wayward himself. Here's Jake. Here's K Free. Here's Flowing River. Here's Zerelda Kincaid. Here's Hicks Kincaid. And here's Sierra Icarus. And here's Sun Totem. Now, unlike some of the other Posse sets, this one does not include the common condition cards, but those are available freely online at the Wild West Exodus website. This is the starter set for Wayward 8. It is an all-plastic kit, which is something that is kind of uncommon. We haven't seen that outside of the Gunfight at Red Oak starter set before. But that is everything that comes in the box for the Wayward 8. If you have any questions or comments about this particular set, you want to see how they discuss how they play on the table, we'll put up an article about that in a couple of weeks if you want to take a look at it. As always, if you like the video, feel free to hit the like button. I don't think I would subscribe because I don't think we put out content that often. But if you want to keep in contact with us, you can find us on Twitter at Zardoz Industry. You can also find us at our blog, which we'll have links for in the description of the video. Thanks for watching this video, and game on, game fans.